It starts with a whisper, a single keystroke in the dead of night. Somewhere in the world, someone sits in front of a screen, their face illuminated by the glow of cascading code. They're not a soldier, not a spy, but they have the power to dismantle corporations, bring governments to their knees, and slip into digital fortresses without leaving a trace. We call them hackers. But who are they, really? A ragtag group of outcasts, rebels and misfits, or visionaries who see the world in ones and zeros, bending reality to their will. To understand hackers, we must step into their world, one built not of concrete and steel, but of information and secrets. In the late 20th century, the digital age was still in its infancy. Computers were massive, room-sized machines, and the Internet was a mere experiment. Yet, even in these early days, there were those who couldn't resist the lure of the unknown. One of the first known hackers, a 16-year-old named Neil Patrick, found his way into Bell South's computer network in 1983. The hack was so alarming that it led to one of the earliest cybersecurity laws in history. But was Neil a criminal, or simply a curious mind testing the limits of technology? The world saw hackers as threats, and in some ways, they were. Kevin Mitnick, a name that still sends shivers down the spines of cybersecurity experts, once had the FBI scrambling to keep up with him. His crime? Social engineering, tricking people into handing over passwords and security details, not with code, but with charisma. Mitnick could manipulate systems just by making a phone call. His most famous trick? Cloning a cell phone just by listening to a dial tone. He spent years on the run before being captured, and when he was finally released, he switched sides, using his skills to help protect the very systems he once infiltrated. But hacking isn't always about breaking in. It's about understanding how things work, and more importantly, how they can be made to work differently. Take the infamous Stuxnet worm, a piece of malware so sophisticated that it sabotaged an Iranian nuclear facility without the operators even realizing it. This wasn't the work of a lone hacker in a dark room. This was cyber warfare, an invisible battlefield where governments play chess with lines of code. Some hackers don't seek destruction. They seek exposure. Enter Anonymous, the faceless collective that emerged from the depths of the Internet, using their skills to wage digital warfare against corporations, governments, and anyone they deemed corrupt. One moment, they're hacking the Church of Scientology. The next, they're exposing government secrets. Their message? Knowledge should be free, and power should be held accountable. But hacking isn't always about justice. Some simply want chaos. The hacker, known as Lizard Squad, made headlines when they shut down PlayStation and Xbox servers on Christmas Day, just because they could. And then there are the shadowy figures who lurk on the dark web, trading stolen identities and selling exploits to the highest bidder. For them, hacking is not a philosophy. It's a business. So, how do they do it? Hollywood might make it seem like magic, but real hacking is a mix of skill, patience, and psychology. The weakest link in any system isn't the machine. It's the person using it. A well-crafted phishing email can trick even the most cautious employee into handing over their credentials. A simple USB stick left in a parking lot, preloaded with malware, can be enough to breach a corporate network. And, once inside, a hacker can lurk undetected for months, siphoning data, manipulating systems, and leaving backdoors for future access. But for all the fear and fascination surrounding hackers, they aren't a monolith. Some wear white hats, ethical hackers who test security systems to make them stronger. Others wear black hats, seeking chaos, power, or profit. And then there are the gray hats, floating between worlds, exposing vulnerabilities not for personal gain, but simply because they can. As technology evolves, so do hackers. With artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and an ever-expanding digital footprint, the game is changing. Cybersecurity is a constant race, and the question is no longer if something can be hacked, but when. The battle between those who seek control and those who seek freedom rages on, hidden behind screens, fought with keystrokes, in a world most of us will never truly see. And so, as you sit there watching this, perhaps on your phone, your laptop, your smart TV, ask yourself this: who else is watching? Because in the digital world, the line between hunter and prey is thinner than you think. Static noise, music fades out.